always paint from the space I'm in, and that's what I'm going to do. I pulled out some matte medium and some gesso. I have a 5.5 by 8.5 mixed media journal, kind of small, but I have a little thought in my head. Mhm. I don't want to make you guys like tune in anywhere else. I really don't. And then these all get uploaded into a portal. So I know. So this is matte medium, which could also be gesso. I'm live on Facebook too. I'm afraid of myself right now. I think I'm on my personal page, but I'm not on my business page. I think that's, oh, I'm busy right now. Oh, no, no, it's my son. Sorry. Oh, gal, sorry, kid. I missed you 2 nights in a row. Yeah, I'm also on my personal page. Thank you. All right. But for some reason, my business page is like, nope, not happening. Okay. Isn't it crazy how that works? I'm right now on my personal page. Sorry, Joey. I love you. Mom's here. It's just she's working right now. All right. I'm just prepping that page. But I am on my YouTube channel. So thank you. I know. Oh, Mom, I'm probably done calling you for. Okay. Oh, Ann says I'm live on both. All right. I'm happy about that. That makes me so happy. All right. So, what I'm doing is just going back to being me at this moment. I'm going to let you know that I am just painting. There we go. Oh, goodness. That makes me happy. Oh, I don't see it. So, now I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to decide how this goes. All right. Oh, and Angie, it's 2:20 a.m. in the UK. You need to go to bed, love. I don't know if I need to tuck you in, but I need to tell you it's time to go to bed. So you can pick out any colors that make your heart sing. I am gonna pick out like green gold, teal, debating, diary light yellow, and like a quin magenta. And I'm not gonna care so much. I feel like I just need to not care at this point because I'm a little stopped up with the energy of Facebook tonight. Okay. So I'm just going to keep going. You're welcome to join me on YouTube. But Facebook isn't going to like that I said that. All I see on Facebook is that you were live, not in the live. Okay. Well, I feel like I'm here. Otherwise, there are like a couple hundred people tuning in right now, so I don't know where they're at. They might be in New Guinea at this point. Thank you. All right. Same paintbrush. Creative gods, hang out with me. Just let me do my thing. Just we'll walk down the path that I need to. I know. Look at this. Maybe I'm going to be happy I'm away from Facebook for 4 days next week. I know this background is not stellar. Now teal, teal, teal. Now, most of the time, I'm mixing this paint. Sometimes that little refresh button is your best friend. Uh, I don't know. We've overcome adversity before. So I'm now just, I hate cleaning my paintbrush off. So I am just going to, now if you can't do this, um, I just, I do it this way. That was just acrylic paint. I took like a primary yellow, green gold, and a teal, cobalt teal, and then I took a magenta and I just made a fun and funky background, but I just took this towel over the top of it. I didn't want to overthink this whole process. That was like not the goal tonight. Obviously, I can't at this point because I'm in between just wanting to cry and saying, okay. And just figure out what colors you want to lead the way for yourself. Okay. Not going to take a long time to dry. And obviously, the towel is leaving a little bit of a texture, which I'm at peace with. Maria, I'm just going to have to hire you to always be present. There are no tears in art, weirdly enough. There's heart, there's smart, have a cart full of art supplies. See all the things that have the word art? I just wanted you to have a background that's fun and easy. Okay? Wasn't going to take a long time to dry. Now I'm debating how I'm going to do this. Because originally I had it one way, but why not? Ruler, which I'm not used to. Do I just, oh, ruler, not really my thing. I wish I had a ruler that was thinner. Um, well, this is like a Tim Holtz ruler. You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to just show it as a ruler. It can be clear. This is it. Oh, Ann is back and you're fine on YouTube. You know what? That's the way it goes, Ann. I tried tonight. I need a. I tried. I'll go live other times. So this is like whatever the depth of this ruler is. Don't worry. I'm just gonna make lines. Do 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 do. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. I all the YouTube people are like, "Yep, we knew it. We just wanted to be here." Okay. Now, am I gonna like make this a half? Is there a way for me to make this a half an inch? Sure, there is. No, there isn't. I don't want to measure shiz. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna measure anything. Okay, so I'm just not gonna do it. I refuse to measure something. So if you want to measure another line and make it perfect, make it perfect. I don't want to do that. It would drive me absolutely batshit crazy. Sorry, I don't know. Is YouTube going to catch me swearing? Okay. But you see those lines? That was with a Sharpie. All right. I could have done that thicker, I feel like. I'm going to do it thicker. Do I have another Sharpie to make this happen? By the way, all of this gets uploaded to my Facebook page. Or, sorry, we're not saying Facebook. It gets uploaded to my YouTube channel. Oh, I cannot pick another marker out of my. Here it is. Okay. It will go uploaded and into your newsletter this week. So I'm just going to make this a little bit bolder. I'm just not a person who likes to have everything perfectly lined up because when you're, well, this is deader than a doornail, this pen. All right, we might pick out a Posca pen. You know, maybe tonight I should just go pack kits. Oh, yeah, no, I don't really. Swearing is not my thing, but it's a little bit like cumbersome tonight when my heart is like, oh, we're missing. So these are just lines. And I'm just deepening them. I want to be like that Nate Borghese, that comedian who doesn't really swear, which I really appreciate. Okay. There you go. Now you have a pretty fun background. And then I'm going to come in with gesso. Ooh, what am I going to do here? I want this to be big. This is gesso. Telling you, even though I can be pretty upset about like internet fails or whatever the things, um, when I'm in the art, I'm in the art. And that's okay. I don't want to cover this whole entire background, and I went pretty large here. Oops. All right, put that off to the side. I'm going to take a like 6 round brush, nothing major. I'm debating if that's rounded or not. Oh, I might not see most of my pretty background. It's okay. Just some petals. Oh, boy, I went so big. That's okay. Because I was going to go bold with this guy. Oops. Sorry, making sure my kid's okay. Okay. Making sure my kid's okay. I actually love that background, and I covered so much of it, but my flower got out of control. Now, you don't have to stick exactly to that, but I want to go bold, and I'm going to go um, pyrrole red, like red, primary red, pyrrole red. Um, I'm not going to wipe this off. I'm not going to wipe this off. And I liked the background I made. Now, am I follow? Oops. Well, that was in the yellow. Am I following every part of this? No. I'm hoping to redeem some of that background, but it's okay. Kind of love it when I'm just like, ah, free falling. Okay, yeah, that's yeah, that's where it went. That's where it went. Okay with that. How are you guys? The rest of this yellow could be just tucked in here. I literally have my hands in my pockets and I'm just like, just relax. Okay. The rest, I had more yellow in here. Okay. I'm going to grab some gold. I'm going to grab some Payne's Gray. Gold and Payne's Gray. I'm hoping I can still redeem some of this background. I feel like it's all gone. Okay, that's the Payne's Gray. And then here's some gold. Cindy said, love watching you create. Thank you. That means a lot to me. More Payne's Gray. Just gonna dab that off. I'm gonna hit this hard to the point that I hope all of the layers of paint start to bubble up a little bit. Now, weirdly enough, I scaled this kind of large. I kind of wanted to be that smaller because I wanted all these to be different rays of, but I'm at peace with this. I'm gonna like accentuate this. I'm gonna do another layer of paint. One more layer of paint just to, and I'm gonna throw some orange in there. Drying that's gonna help from, this is vermilion, orange, primer, just tiger lily, anything orange. You don't have to have the exact. Okay, so now I'm gonna come in and layer more paint. I'm gonna need more of this. If you ever wonder what drives my creativity is like the layers. And that is something that I've always thought about, is just making like it so many layers that you go, wait a minute, how did you do this? So don't worry about like, oh, the petals have to be perfect or this. What I want to do is right now just go in and cover and make a bunch of layers. How much time do I have? Yeah, I'm running late tonight. Yeah, it's okay. So you see that amount of layers that just happened? And now, oops, let's do this. Let's throw more layers in this. Sure, you say. Gold, this, that. Ha ha. I'm going to hold this up. I just feel like we're having a private paint party. This might be 17 days until I'm able to mail this out to somebody because I put so many layers into it, but the way it goes. See that? Okay. Any leftover paint? Yes. Okay. So my original plan before I oversized my flower was to have basically a smaller flower and then like this ray coming out of all the different layers. But it didn't work that way because I just like inundated my flower to be larger, which by the way, that doesn't mean it failed. It just means I had to change my course of action. I'm looking for black, carbon black. Oh, I probably have it over here. I probably have it over here. Nope. So now I'm going to come in and add some details with black if I can find it. Otherwise, I got to go grab. No, sorry, it's the most common color I use. I use Payne's Gray there. Carbon black. Okay. Can matte medium be used instead of gesso? It can be used to prime your page. is what I did because matte medium is going to fill in and prime the surface. But gesso is has a different quality to it. I would go to gesso to prime my page, but I literally just wanted to use matte medium and spread the colors faster, which is still sealing the page and doing the business. But gesso is like if you think of going to paint your wall and your wall is red and you want to convert it to tan, you have to go throw in like kilns or something that is that primer. I'm just thinking that isn't it kind of funny? Like tonight, I was like, oh, it's like five basic supplies, and now I just go overboard uh, with painting tonight in a mixed media. But it was like I had to mix it up from what we've done the last few times. So I hope I didn't scare anybody. But now I'm just following the brush strokes and the nothing beats gesso. Just doesn't. Can you remove the tape and paint to the edge so you have more background? I could, but at this point, I'm not going to. But yeah, I could. Absolutely. By the way, guys, oh, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jinx myself because I finally booked my mountain trip and had to cancel it, but I finally booked my Outer Banks trip. I keep every time like plan a trip, it's like, oh, nope, on, off, nope. Okay, so now the rest of that black paint, I'm just gonna like take a little stencil brush. Well, and I'm gonna come around the edge here. I could, this just took over the page, which I kind of like it did. Oh, somebody is getting this journal tonight? I figured nobody was even here still. Thank you, that's so sweet. I have a feeling this is going to be like so textured, it's going to be insane. I did go overboard. And see, I can bring whatever golds back in. Kind of wanting to surprise my parents for the trip we've been planning for their anniversary for so long. And nobody told me I had to plan for hurricanes in North Carolina. So I'm checking maps and calling hotels and all of the things. Oh, golly, I like this. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to emphasize something I thought I wouldn't do. I'm going to emphasize those lines. Yes, I am going full bore on making a ton of texture here. I really am. One thing I love about acrylic paints, you can. But I'm gonna, oh, don't do this while it's warm. Because I'm sealing this up. Now this, you guys, is an aquarellable pencil. It is activated by water. Do not try this at home. No. I'm going to tell you, I have to like run a spray sealer over this because those lines that I committed to that I didn't know what they were going to be, I now just don't want them to be in the background. I'm going to have to make them something. I'm tempted to add more, but I'm going to blur the lines. I committed to the lines, so I got it. Okay. I'm going to, that's an aquarellable pencil. I just ordered uh 10 more dozen of these bad boys. The reason I like them is because they are activated by water and they give such dimension. So I am coming down here. I am going to do this. Okay. So I'm committing. She makes a commitment. She makes a commitment. Okay. There we go. That is activated by water. So just so you know, I'm saying this, when you use a brush on sealer, that will wipe away. But I'm going to do this where I take the brush on sealer and go this way so that, anyway, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to take some archival ink with my finger, okay? And then everything that, all that texture that I was making with all those little bubbles and pockets of air and all of the things, look at that. I'm just brushing my fingers over the top of all that, okay? And then I'm just going to come in here and do this, okay? But anywhere, even all of this, because that's not going to go anywhere. Beverly, did you buy this? Because I just went full force. I'm still going to wet that. I know that that's going to smear. I know that's going to smear when, and so I don't want to over smear it now because I know when I seal this, it is going to do it. Please tell me I did not get paint on my brand new shirt. That would make me so upset. Anything that's, by the way, you could take a like a sponge versus doing your finger, but I just finger. Okay. So, I know that this is, I'm going to use my Duraclear satin sealer. Oh, um, hopefully it's not here. Nope, it's here. But I'm going to start here and brush it all out. I do not want to smear this, okay? Because that's, I know what I'm doing. Woo! Sometimes I know what I'm doing, but most of the time it's just, okay. So I'm going to come in here and seal this big, ginormous flower. Okay, now watch. That is going to smear a little bit. It's activated by water, liquid. I got liquid. Okay, so I don't want to brush it. I'm just going to go, but I wanted it to smear. So the good news is it's doing exactly what I want it to do. But don't get upset at me if you brush it all in and it smears and you don't want it to be where you don't want it to be. But I am, yes. Oh, yes. That made me happy. Okay. This is so full of texture, it's not even funny. Oh, I feel like I missed this right here. Activated by water. Okay. Everybody breathe. I feel like I made it through. I made it through. Beverly, I feel like I just need to sign this and be like, it just did it. I sometimes the angst that forms when you're creating and you feel bad that everything didn't go 100% perfect. Um, you just kind of bind up a little bit. I am taking this brush. Oh, not with the green. Oh shoot. I went and dipped in the green, but that's okay. I'm going to. That's gold. Nope. There's no gold on there. Now there's going to be gold because kind of funny. Back in the day when the internet gods weren't cooperating, when I lived long ago, um, there we go. You just had to roll with the punches. I'm sure there's some big TV producer out there looking for an artist who's going to. Oh, don't get this on my shirt. Oh, I like it. Okay. I It just needed a something something. But I gave you my thought process of where those lines were going, and it was more going to be a rainbow on the outside because I'm just using every bit of paint now that's on the palette. Okay. Um, and yeah, you can go in over the top of your. Now I'm gonna have to make sure that I've got many layers on here. So I'm gonna have to pull this all aside. Oh yeah. Soften up that painter's tape a little bit. Look at that. I still got what I needed out of those lines. I did. I really wanted them to be a little bit of like a rainbow coming out of the flower, but my flower ate the page, but it ate it in a way that was okay with me. Ah, wow. What do you think? See on Facebook, I see a bunch of hearts, but no, I can't see that because Facebook decided to be mean to me tonight. Okay. Well, this pen is going bye bye. All right. Oh, I gotta make this. All right. You guys, Beverly, it's gonna take a little bit to mail this to you because I have to let this dry, but every bit of what I used tonight will be shared. You guys, thank you for sticking with me.